Well, look, let's bring in Peggy Grande, the splendidly informed former assistant to the former American President Ronald Reagan. We know of the rank incompetence and cognitive deficiencies of President Biden, and the Democrats are struggling to find a replacement. So their number one mission is to destroy Trump and make sure he's not a candidate in the next presidential campaign. But as days pass, the Democrats' strategies look not only weak, but potentially corrupt. This will be very interesting. I've got Peggy joining us. Peggy, thank you for your time. Has the wind been knocked out of their sails by this latest, or these latest, FBI revelations?
Well, thank you as always for having me on, Alan. And we see the more this plays out, it's backfiring on them. And the more they're trying to expose Trump, the more they're exposing themselves, and they're exposing the corruption and the politicization of these formerly great agencies of America. And in essence, they're handing this election to Donald Trump. It's his if he wants it, because even people who were very anti-Trump before have looked and said, maybe he's right. Maybe there is a deep state, and maybe this deep state is against half of America. And this is sad, and dangerous, because instead of going after real criminals, who are they going after? Half of America.
Absolutely.
We're seeing it for what it is.
Absolutely. Well, now, Tucker Carlson, who is internationally acclaimed as a broadcaster in America, 2 days ago on American television documented what he called the story that may have prevented Biden from becoming president. And this involves extraordinary behaviour by the FBI. Listen to this unarguable assertion by Tucker Carlson about the FBI inserting themselves into American politics on behalf of the Democrats at the last election. Listen to this.
Now it turns out among those people is our largest and most heavily armed federal law enforcement agency. That would be the FBI. The FBI is not allowed to insert itself into domestic politics. That would violate the U.S. Constitution. It is completely illegal. But for several years, it has become increasingly clear that is exactly what the FBI is doing, actively working on behalf of the Democratic Party, mocking the rule of law, subverting our democracy from within, far more effectively than any foreign government ever could.
So, Peggy, your thoughts on that? I mean, they're very strong sentiments, but sadly, they're accurate.
Absolutely. And, Tucker Carlson is not the only person that knew that there was truth to these original accusations that this Hunter Biden laptop was real. And, the FBI and big tech, they all were in collusion about it. And really, all they wanted was to keep Donald Trump out of office, and they're trying now to keep him out of the White House as well. From day one, they were willing to lie about anything and everything. They would cover up anything just to prevent this man from being in the White House and going back to the White House.
Absolutely.
And it's sad, the lengths at which they were willing to go to cover up the truth.